Good morning. It's almost 9 o'clock and we're just getting ready to leave Deep Creek Hot Springs. There's a big group came in last night and they were super noisy till like 5:30 in the morning, so we did not sleep very much. There's a lot of hammocks and tents and stuff, and unfortunately we were right smack dab in the middle of it. We weren't thinking very well about our tent placement. Well, it was fine the night before, but last night we were right in the middle of Party Central apparently. So we're hitting the trail, 34 miles to Cajon Pass. We're hoping to do it in 2 days. There's like a deer antler in this tree. I'm not sure why. Looks like it's been here for a while. It's interesting. Okay, we're back on the trail. Sorry, Dan, to disappoint, but I didn't show too many pictures of the spring. All the stories that you've probably heard are true. It is very clothing optional. There are a lot of locals that come down here. And yeah, it was an interesting place, let's just say that. But I'm glad we got to spend the day there, rejuvenating and napping and resting and all that. So 34 miles, hoping to get in, I don't know, at least 15 today. We'll see what happens. Just walking down the trail and met a few ladies who gave us some trail magic, a little baggie full of snacks. Thank you very much. Hikers love snacks. And thank you for watching my videos. She recognized me, so thank you. I like to know that people are enjoying them. The trail started off really narrow again this morning, but it seems to have widened a bit here, and we're walking on the other side. My hip was getting really sore from hugging the mountain, so I didn't slip off the soft shoulder.
Well, we just hit the 500 kilometer mark. We realized that there's actually
I'm trying to cheat and film at the same time.
There's no marker. But
500 kilometers. We have walked 500 kilometers.
Woo-hoo!
You can see the trail all the way back there. We walked along. We've got about maybe 3 3/4 miles so far. River's way down there. We've been following it all day. Coming up to the Mojave Dam soon. That'll be neat to see. Whoa! That was cool. I don't know if that showed up or not. That was like a snowbird, but not. Definitely a fighter jet. Well, damn. Look at that. I think it said Mojave Forks River Dam. Oh, there's lots of green trees down there. Here's both sides of the dam now. It's for flood control. Apparently it was built by the U.S. Army. There's lots of cars down there. Goes all the way along, actually. You can see it on the other side too. There's people walking on top of it. I don't think we go down that far though. I think we stay up here on the ridge. Looks like we are heading down. The trail turns and goes that way after this. Not that way. Brick there. You can tell that it rained really hard the other night because the trail's kind of washed out in spots. There's so many roads everywhere. I don't know how people would know which one leads to places. Those guys are walking across the top of the dam up there. But I came down on the trail. I don't think it meets up. I think they're gonna have to walk back down and come down this trail anyway. They're like once in a lifetime opportunity to walk across the dam. Not really. There's more dams you can walk across. It didn't look that interesting. I saw it from above. There was nothing up there. So I'm going down here. I'm gonna go find a little spot in the shade for some lunch. We're not really sure what he's doing.
Trying to pick up gold.
Vince found a little fleck of something that he thought was gold, so now Captain's in the river.
We need a pan. We need this pan for gold. Like seriously, there is gold in there. They're flakes, but it's gold. We got a bowl or something?
Yeah, so I have a gold pan right here.
No, definitely is gold.
We stopped at lunch to dry out our feet. How's that working out for you?
Look at it all here.
There's so much gold flakes in there. Surprised it hasn't been collected yet.
It's probably fool's gold.
I don't know. It looks pretty realistic to me. And it's definitely no big.
Little after lunch climb. Just what we all love. I hate seeing graffiti up here. Look at those mountains in the background. Whew. She's hot. Thank you to the trail angels who left some water here. We topped up, and then also a garbage can so we get rid of a bit of our trash. And there was a truck here that was taking people down to the Joshua Inn for a chili contest, but we decided to stay on trail. Boo. I like being surprised by climbs, but I can see in front of us, halfway across that mountain, you can see the trail heading up. Love late afternoon climbs in the heat. They're my favorite! Now we're up on the ridge. Doug's down there below. Probably can't see him. Whew. Continue with our climb. My favorite. Looks like it's the only climb for maybe for the day though. I'm already halfway up it, so keep going. So somebody somewhere is shooting a gun and you can hear it reverberating through the mountains here that we're in. It's a little unnerving. Of course now they're not going to do it, but it's scary. Found our next water source. Always find hikers at the water source. Even found this guy here. So we get some water and give our feet a 5-minute break. So we've been hiking about 12 miles. It's 5 o'clock. We really had ambition to get in at least 15, and we still might. We're still walking on this ridge line, and there's no tent site, so there's at least 3 hikers in front of us. So we're gonna be walking until we find something. And hopefully it's before the sun goes down, because Vince and I, our quilts got damp last night and we really need to dry them out. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. So there's absolutely nowhere to set up a tent if you had to. It's like a 20-mile stretch where there's, like you do some, you cross some dirt roads, and so sometimes there's enough space there to set up a tent. So hopefully that happens. So I'm starting to get a little concerned. It's after 6 and we still haven't found a camp spot. We're still walking on this single footpath. We found one spot maybe like about 2 hours ago, but we didn't want to stop because we didn't want to have a 22-mile day tomorrow into Cajon Pass. So we're like, well, let's just keep going. Nothing. So there is a road coming up, so we're hoping maybe there'll be something around there. I don't know. I'm also starting to get hungry for dinner. We probably walked 14.5 miles so far today, which is 25 kilometers maybe. I'm walking for like 9 hours. So I'm looking forward to getting off my feet. Cedar Springs Spillway. It's pretty cool looking. Also, the sun is going down and we still don't have anywhere to stay, and now we're walking on a road. This is ridiculous. Here's the lake. 7:30, still hiking, still nowhere to sleep. We found a lake though, so we're hoping we'll find a spot down here. Whew, there was a million sparrows flying around, but then we realized we walked into a huge like plume of flies. So that was fun. Look who we found at the end of a dark trail eating food. Reunited and it feels so good.
How the heck did you guys end up over here?
Okay, so we made it to the picnic area in the dark with our headlamps on. We did 18.5 miles, which was around 30 kilometers, I think. It was a long day, and as we were coming down this steep side trail, we saw a little light at the end. We're like, I wonder if that's quads and not sorry. And yes, it was. So after not seeing them since yesterday, we are all reunited again. So it's quite funny, quite a good ending to the day. So gratefulness for the day, just finding somewhere to camp. It was a really long stretch without any campsites, so I don't know what people normally do. So this is a day use picnic area, but it's pitch black and we have no choice but to stay here. So make sure we're up and out early in the morning and leave no trace.